says, if you have a guest suggestion, you should send it to pawsprotv@aol.com.
So much. Big audience today, guys. I'm telling you. Once I get the guests up here on the couch, I lose all the audience. Welcome to the show. Gene, I'm gonna let you do the honors because Jon and Matt, you've known them for a while, and I'm going to let you give me the band one more time.
Sure. It's the Jon Klein Combine, a great blues hybrid group out of New Jersey. This is Jon Klein and his son, Matt Klein.
Yeah, and when you talk about that, guys, first of all, I guess Dad got started before son. You were the blues guy, right?
Actually, I wanted to get started for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Back in '67, I had a band, and then some things went sideways, including the war, Vietnam, and I went to work. And many, many years later, my son came to me after forming 2 or 3 bands of his own. He was actually the musician, the working musician.
Oh,
and
well, you had to go on, I guess, start raising a family.
We did raise a family. Here's one of the products.
Yeah.
And take care of business. And it was only through his help that I was actually able, later on in life, in the 90s.
You never lose it, though. Did you want it the whole time?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. It was always next year.
That's why we did this.
Yeah, yeah.
It was really the reason we sort of did this was that he would sing around the house. And, I always thought, wow, he's got a pretty good voice. I would do something.
You wonder where you got your talent from to begin with.
He always pushed me to do music. He always said, go do music, do music. And by the way, do this kind of music because this is good music and that's all bad music. So I learned at a young age what was good and what wasn't. And after a long time of playing on my own and hearing him sing around the house, I was like, well, why don't we do something as following something for fun? And we started doing it and started going better and better and better, and we ended up doing it together. So
and now I guess you've taken over lead vocalist roles.
That's me.
And doing that, so you are now from nowhere to the front man.
That's me.
Now that's got to be a dream. Now back when you were 29, you'd love to be in there, but you've got to be enjoying it still. You still got to be enjoying it.
It's great when you're doing something you love with your son.
You can
family and you're getting some result from it.
And you
as
guys
well.
get along so well.
Well, at least right now. That's the whole key. Practice is another story.
Yeah, our fist fights are at a minimum right now. We only have like one a week now.
Right. Because I guess it gets into each one's got their own creative side to it. And you see things one way, and you have to settle that. I mean, and how do you settle that in family? But you take it to the street. You know
what's funny? Just from coming from music. My musical career or my musical experience was much different than his. So I come at songs from a more practical standpoint, putting stuff together. How does this stuff link? Is that a hook? Is that not a hook? And he comes at it from more of the artistic side, which is, what's the feeling? How am I emoting? What kind of emotion is in the song? So it's kind of a great blend, but you sometimes butt heads, based on what your vision is. So.
And now, I was going to say, did you guys get this book? By the way?
Yeah, we've read Gene's book.
Yeah.
we were just fortunate to blunder into this guy.
Yeah, what I was going to say, because you can only talking to you and stuff. I guess a couple years ago, you're together, you're doing some things, and then all of a sudden, here in the last, it's exploding. I mean, it's really starting to take off. And I guess through Gene and helping advising guys and kind of pointing in a direction.
The astounding part is. He actually liked our work.
Well, that's what he was saying earlier, that he listens to kind of critiques, if you would. And I guess if you're critiquing something and you hear somebody that they know, well, let's get these guys on paper, let's get them in here, and let's start promoting them a little bit, because you've gone so much further now. I mean, the media kit that you've given me, I mean, and the appearances that you guys have made in the last year's time. I mean, it's just phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, we were definitely fortunate to hook up with Gene, both from a he's sort of our consigliere, like from The Godfather. Or you're still from The Sopranos. We try to come to Gene with questions and looking for advice, and he usually advises us in the right way. The times that he doesn't advise us, we let him know.
Absolutely.
But usually those are very few and far between. Gene's great. So.
Yeah, and we were kicking around the idea, and that's why we kind of got together today. And I thought, well, since you guys are coming down, I'm not going to waste the talent without getting you guys to come on and perform. But we're talking because there's so many reality TV shows out there today, and different things, but nobody's really hitting that music industry and kind of following that, if you would. And what it doesn't get any better than father son.
I mean, the real story here for us is that this is the product of 5 generations of musicians. So, we've had the Kleins have made it so far so many times. We're hoping that this is the one that actually makes it somewhere.
All unknown.
Yeah.
All unknown.
Well, I can't say you can't say that anymore because you guys are getting some play time out there. I mean, for folks might be seeing you right now here. I guess it's been just less than 6-7 months ago. You guys were on CN8 on backstage with Barry Nolan. I saw you there, and
we've been on ABC in the city. We got to sit at Charlie Rose's desk. We were on ABC down in Baltimore. For those of you watching in that area, but it's been a fun couple of years doing that stuff. Now what we're poised for is trying to move the band further along. Through these kinds of media.
I'm gonna get you guys out and perform. Before we go that, we know how to get a hold of Gene. But if somebody want to check out some of your stuff, website out there.
Yeah, you can see us on YouTube by typing in Jon Klein Combine, or you can see us on our website, JonKleinCombine.com.
Okay, well, when we come back, you guys are going to perform a song. Now, you got a whole band, so if you want to catch the whole band, you got to go to YouTube. But if you want to see these guys perform together, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right after this.